So hello! Like my hat? Thrift store find! Yay! Except the scarf. That was something I already had. But yeah, I love it. Told my son that I'll wear it out in public. And he was like, I don't know you. But I'm not going to wear it for the video because my face is already kind of dark on this. I have crappy lighting. And so, yeah, not going to do that. But I haven't been on in a while. Still working on some stuff. I have been really tired. I don't know why. It's just maybe February is just draining. I don't know, but I was feeling something. Anyway, but I had a few things I wanted to share. A few little finds. One was the hat, which I love it. I love that hat. I was wearing it around the thrift store. You know, why not? So anyway, one of the things I did this last month is I did make some purchases. Some were from China, right before the whole news of the coronavirus. So they're probably okay, I'm hoping. Currently in the county I live in California, in Northern California, we have not had a case of coronavirus yet. The county right next to ours, they've had 2 confirmed cases. The first, I think, confirmed case in, I'm not sure if it's in all of California or just Northern California, which was at UC Davis Medical Center. The reason that can be a little bit scary for somebody like me and the rest in the residents of my county is a lot of people from our county commute back and forth to like Sacramento and Davis. So, because it's like an hour commute, so it's not that big a deal. So it's probably going to come up here. We'll wait and see, right? Anyway, I did also do something, and you know, you just never know what you're going to get. I saw a eBay, it wasn't an auction, it was a buy it now. It was like $6. And I did an unboxing thing, and I was like such a dork, so I was like, oh no, I'm not going to post that. Anyway, all it said was tarot, and there was no image. But I'm like, why the fuck not? So I did it. And this is what I got. Now, I was thinking I was going to get that Jonathan D. Tarot that came out from Barnes & Noble in the big purple box. And I do have that. And it's really crappy cardstock. And it's kind of ugly images. It's not the best deck in the world with a crappy book. So I figured, oh, that's what I'm going to get. And bummer, it's barely worth really $6. But I got this. And I looked at the back and it said Top That Publishing. And I'm like, I know that. And I was like, wait a minute, what deck is that? Look, there's dust on it and it looks like shit. But here's the book. Nothing much to write home about. But here, let me try not to screw up my computer, which I can do because I'm brilliant that way. And then I saw the backs. Okay, now, this is so weird. Anybody recognize it? There we go. Anybody recognize it now? You can find this, because I already have the deck, as I think, I'm probably not pronouncing it right, Cachet Tarot. You can see it right there. C-A-C-H-E-T. If you look that up, you will find this deck. The books are identical, by the way, but the version that I had originally had black and white backs, you know, exact same cards, but here's the difference. Good Lord, right? I didn't know they had this huge version of it that had colored backs. Did not know that. The smaller version, according to the book, copyright 2004. This one that came in the box is copyright 2015. And it's simple imagery. It sometimes mimics a little bit the Rider-Waite. The meaning's a little bit off from Rider-Waite, not too much. It seems to be all over the place though. You know, you see some cards that are very Egyptian, and then you have this card, which is obviously very Christian based. A little bit of nudity. Yeah. You know, strength card. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I do like the death card. I will show that one. I mean, it's an okay deck. Not sure. I mean, if you're a beginner, I think you can, you know, possibly learn with it. Some of the meanings, it's like, maybe I've never thought of them that way. So, I don't know. But, anyway, it's pretty cool. The thing is, with this deck, and this is probably why it's not good for beginners, it's a pip deck. The Cachet Tarot is a pip deck. And the color scheme, I'm not getting it. So, I don't know why. So, you can see, these are wands. And you can see the little dot on the side is green. And then we go to swords. And the little dot is blue. And I don't actually know. And yeah, this one's really off. Go to cups. It's red. And then finally, you go to coins or pentacles. Here they call them pentacles. It's orange. Yeah, don't really, you know, but for $6, hey, you know, why not? It's a fun little thing. But it made me really think about how, let's see. God, if I get his name wrong, I'm gonna feel bad. Brian Cormac Carr, he did a video a while back. I haven't seen many of his videos pop up. So, he did a video a while back about taking a magnifying glass to your tarot deck. Now, seeing a deck, I mean, this big, I mean, this is huge. I can see why, you know, they do have, I think the Albano-Waite comes in a large size. The Rider-Waite, just the basic Rider-Waite comes in a large size. Thoth comes in a large size. I can now, you know, even though these don't have the detail that those cards do, I can see why, you know, people would want the larger cards, you know, just for learning purposes, to really see everything within it. And I think that's also why people like the, I believe it's the Czech version of the Shadowscapes Tarot as well, because it is a larger card and you can see more on it. But yeah, so some thrift store on eBay, $6 tarot, unbeknownst to me. So fun. Now what I ordered also, and this is where I don't really enjoy the practice of it, because I think it's kind of rude in a lot of ways, is the knockoff decks that come from China. And I think maybe from the Russian Federation as well. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. Don't hate me for it. But they do these knockoff decks, and they are not very good quality. They're smaller. And a lot of these decks are in current publication, which means the royalties are not going to the creators of the deck. They're going to somebody else. So the two decks that I did get okay, so one of them, and I do want to do this as a just kind of to let people know that they are doing this. So I got this, and I'm not going to read with it. I want to see what it looks like because it's a unique deck, and I do not have $100 or so to buy this deck. And if you look at it, you can kind of recognize it. Round deck, looks like stained glass. It's kind of one of the reasons I've always been drawn to it, but do not have the money to blow on that deck. And that is, I'm covering something up, Tarot of the Cloisters. Okay, I bought this copy for about $5. I'm seeing them for like $25. to let you know is that they are out there. The Tarot of the Cloisters will run you $100 or more. If you see it for less than that, it is fake, just so you know. And it will also have that little scanny thing on it. I don't even know what that's called because I am not just really, I don't know that shit. Sorry. And I wouldn't know how to use it anyway. My son might. That's what I have him for. Anyway, so that's the thing. And so to see this is an out of print deck. It's been out of print for a very long time. So I'm guessing that we're going to see more of the out of print decks pop up coming from China. The only reason I didn't feel too guilty buying this was the fact that it is out of print. So nobody's getting royalties for it, nothing anymore. But I just wanted to look at it. Now, the other deck, I have no qualms about because the creator, the woman in general that created these decks, said, I denounce all the decks I created. I don't want you ever to own them. I want you to throw them away, even though you made me millions of dollars. And that's Doreen Virtue. Now, with that said, I'm sure there will be versions that were created with Radley Valentine, especially the tarot decks. Those I would never buy because those are still in print through Hay House with only his name on it now. And the truth is, again, royalties. He's getting the money for those. I would not do that to him. But as for Doreen Virtue, fuck her. And that's the other thing too. I'm not spending $100 for a Doreen Virtue deck. No fucking way. That's bullshit. You know, I'm just like, no, none of her decks are that great. But there's a slew of them. I saw someone in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in had the Past Lives Oracle from China, so basically a bootleg of that. I'm seeing them running for like, you know, $25. They're bootlegs. Most of the ones that are out of print, if you're lucky, maybe 40, more like 70, 80, 90, $100. But there was one that I really, really wanted. Again, I don't know how to scan the little thingy, so not gonna happen. But just to give you a heads up on some of these, if you want to go get yourself a bootleg Doreen Virtue deck for next to nothing, then here you go. I wanted the Ascended Masters. You can see here it's very small. It does have the little scanny doohickey on the back. Oops. And they're going to fall all over my lap because I took them out already. Look how thin that is. Okay, so it's not Hay House cardstock for sure. But I've always wanted the Ascended Masters. I think it was the first one to go out of print completely when she did her conversion. And the person who showed their Past Lives Oracle did show the fact that the deck does have, you can kind of see a little shimmer. Does have, yeah, look what the cats have done to my chair. It does have gilding on it, which means these very thin cards do stick really bad, and there is a little bit of damage, which happens with all gilded decks, which sucks. So what happened is most of them were one or at least two of them stuck together, so I had to go through very gently and unstick all of the cards. But you know what? $5, what do I care? And you know, I've always wanted this deck, and I can see why. It is really pretty. It's really sweet. I do like some of the Ascended Masters that are in here. I've looked through the whole thing. Oh, see? This is how thin they are because I picked up two at the same time. I probably did that with some others. Yeah, they're still kind of sticking together. So just to let you know, if you want, and see, that's the thing. She doesn't care. She doesn't want to make money off her decks. She wants them all discontinued. So why not? So more power to China for that. But yeah, if they come gilded like these, do be mindful that they will stick. You can see really flimsy. They are smaller for sure, but you know, oh look, Green Man. Love it. So that's what I did. And normally, like I said, I would never, you know, you could get the Prisma Visions, a bootleg copy of that. Same with Shadowscapes, you know, a lot of them. And I'm not going to do that to those creators. They are in circulation. They are being published currently. So yeah, that's a no-go. As for the Doreen Virtue, oh hell yeah, I'm going for that one. And just to show the Tarot of the Cloisters, because again, you know, if they're going to be doing out of print decks, I mean, you might be thinking, oh, I'm getting a good deal on the original deck, and no, you're getting a cheap knockoff that isn't worth maybe $5. And that's the other thing too. I went, like I said, Wish had like this one and the Cloisters Tarot. That's how I discovered that they existed, the bootleg copies, for like $25. And I'm like, well, what's eBay got? $5. $5. So that's what I went with. And they do really stick in the box because there's like no room for any of it. But just to let you know, if you want to get some of those Doreen Virtue Oracle decks, some of the, like the Ascended Masters, just to, and I mean, I don't, they got keywords on them, so I don't necessarily get in a box. Anyway, they have keywords on them, so I can just go from there. I'll probably just use this for myself, and oh, you suck. Box. Anyway, this definitely needs a new box. My nephew's here. He's been sick all week. I don't think it's anything serious. Here he's coming. Okay, hold on, dude. Let me pause. Let me see. Is this the pause button? Okay, hopefully I'm recording again. So, my nephew's here. He was showing me the toy that came in his Burger King little Happy Meal thingy. He's wanted it his whole life. Oh, well. Anyway, so that's just... I'm going to try and get some more videos up and try to get things rolling. I've just been really busy and not the best energy. And just showing you some little weird finds that I've gotten, and just to give you a heads up on some of the Chinese fakes when it comes to decks that are coming out. And so there you go. Much love and blessings. And until next time, bye.